Good morning, boys. Today you can see me. I am in the physics laboratory. I am going to just demonstrate the image formation by a concave mirror and image formation by a convex lens. You know that concave mirror forms real images which can be obtained on the screen, and similarly convex lens forms real images which can be obtained on the screen. So the source of light which I have taken here is the candle, and here is the mirror, concave mirror. This is the concave mirror whose rough focal length is nearly about 15 centimeter. So if focal length is 15 centimeter, its radius of curvature is 30 centimeter. Okay. So first I am keeping the object away from the mirror. Keeping the object away from the mirror, you see, at about more than 60 centimeter. It's more than R, more than center of curvature. If I keep the object here, the object distance I am going to measure now, it is from the mirror. The distance of the flame from the mirror is about 75 centimeter. 75 centimeter means the position of the object is beyond R. So image will be between R and F. So I am going to obtain the image on this screen. This is the screen. See here. You have to note down very carefully. Yes. Now you are getting the image, the point image. This is the inverted image of the flame. Inverted image of the flame can be seen, and with the help of the scale I can measure the distance of the inverted image. The distance of the inverted image is here. From mirror I have to measure the distance of the screen. It is about 27 centimeter. 27 centimeter means between 15 to 30. So when the object is beyond R, image is between F and R. So I think you can see it clearly. This is the inverted image. Inverted image. Yes, this is the position of inverted image. Now next what I am going to do, I am going to bring the object closer and closer. If I now bring the object, say at about R, R means 2 times F, I am bringing it at about 30 centimeter. You can see the image will also be formed at the same point, the same distance. I will adjust now. Yes. Inverted image can be seen now. Inverted image, now you can see object distance and image distance are same, and size of the flame is equal to size of the inverted flame, size of the image, size of the object is equal to size of the image. It happens only at one position, that is when the object is at R, that is 2 times F in case of concave mirror. Now this is the second position, when the object is at radius of curvature, at the center of curvature. When the object is at center of curvature, image is also at the same position. You can see sharp image, inverted image. Okay. Now I will bring it still closer. If the object is between R and F. Okay. Now I am keeping it between R and F. Image will be beyond 2F. You can see the image here. So I am keeping the object here. So if the object is between F and R, beyond 15 centimeter, between 30 centimeter, means between 15 to 30 centimeter. Now I am keeping it at about 25 centimeter. So image can be seen here. Inverted, enlarged image. Inverted, enlarged image can be seen. I think it is visible. Inverted, enlarged image. Inverted, enlarged image can be seen. Now if I keep it still closer, at about F. Now still if you bring it closer and closer, then what happens? Image is going to be very much large in size, and it is going to be forming its image at infinity. Very much large in size, image will be formed at infinity. Even it can be formed on the wall. On the wall also the image can be shown. Okay. I will try it on the wall. Okay, students, you can watch it, the image formation on the wall. I am choosing wall as the screen. You can see the screen now. And this is the same concave mirror. And this is the candle. Candle flame is the object. Candle flame is the object. So when I am adjusting the object distance, now object is closer. Now object is about nearly 60 minus 36, nearly 24 centimeter, and the object is between F and R. Image will be beyond R. Image will be beyond R, and you can see the inverted image enlarged in size. If I still bring closer, you can see the image will be on the wall. I need to adjust both candle as well as the concave mirror so that I can obtain the image on the wall which is fixed. Okay. At the same time, I can measure what is object distance as well as image distance. Now object distance is 55 minus 32. 55 minus 32. Object distance is 23 centimeter. So image distance is, you can see it is 100 minus 32. 100 minus 32 means 68. So image distance is 68 centimeter. Means when the object is between R and F, image will be beyond R. I think you got it. Now similarly, if I take it away, then what happens? If I take it away, the image will be formed closer. Image will be formed closer, so I need to have another screen. Yes, you can see the image formation. Yes, you can see the image on the screen. So when the object distance is, I will adjust now so that you can see the object also, image also. So when the object is at about 30 centimeter to 76 centimeter, means 46 centimeter. When the object is at 46 centimeter distance, image will be, you can see the image now from the mirror. Image is from 30 centimeter to 61. Image is at 31 centimeter. So as you take the object away and away, image will be formed closer and closer, and the image which can be obtained on the screen is called as real image. This is real image, inverted image, and in this case it is diminished in size. So this is how we can place the object at different positions and obtain the image at corresponding positions. Now I am taking the object still far away. If I take the object still far away, I think you can see the object. If I take the object still far away, image will be closer and closer. Inverted image is obtained closer. This is the position of inverted image. So when the object is taken beyond R, as it goes away and away, image will be appearing closer and closer and diminished in size. This is how we can obtain the, you can see, still I have taken the object far away. The image is becoming point sized image. So this is how we study image formation using concave mirror and convex lens. Concave mirror and the convex lens. So if the object is very close, it forms the enlarged image. It forms the enlarged image behind the mirror. Enlarged image behind the mirror. You can see the enlarged erect image behind the mirror. This is virtual image. I think you can see the virtual image now. Enlarged in size, erect in size. This is the virtual image. Now we will study image formation by convex lens. Now you can see image formation by a convex lens. Position of the candle you can see. Position of the lens. Lens is taken on the lens stand, and you can see the image formed on the wall. The image formed on the wall is inverted image. So as you bring the object closer, means if I bring the lens closer to the object, then what happens? Image distance differs. Now it is becoming enlarged in size. You can see now the image is becoming inverted, enlarged image. Such an image which can be obtained on the wall, which can be obtained on the screen, is called as real image. Now if I bring it still closer, yes, now object distance is increased. I need to adjust. Yes, you can see now the enlarged image. As the object distance is adjusted, the image distance also changes. So this is how we can study image formation by a convex lens. So convex lens always forms, of course, a real image, except for one particular position, that is when the object is close to the lens. When the object is close to the lens, means if the object distance is less than the focal length of the lens, then the image formed is going to be virtual image. Virtual image is always erect image. So for these images which you have observed, these are all images obtained on the screen. These are all inverted images and real images. So you can just revise. When the object is beyond 2f for a convex lens, image will be between f and 2f. And image formed will be diminished in size. So I can show you. Yes. Now you see, object is beyond 2f. Image is between f and 2f. It is diminished in size. An inverted image, diminished in size and inverted image, right? So if the object is brought closer, if the object is at 2f, then what happens? 2f is that position at which size of the flame is equal to size of its image. I will try to adjust it. I think you can observe now. Yes. Yes. Yes, it is exactly halfway now, so that you can see size of the flame is equal to size of the image. So this is from I can observe it now from 29 centimeter. Here is 66. 66 minus 29. 66 minus 30 is 36. So it is 37 centimeter. From here to here it is 37 centimeter. And here it is, yes, 100 centimeter. Yes. Now this is approximately, you can say, 2f. So when the object is at 2f, image is also formed at 2f. When the object is between f and 2f, you can see now. Now I have brought object between f and 2f. When the object is between f and 2f, image is beyond 2f. Image is beyond 2f and it is inverted in size. Inverted in inverted nature and magnified in size. It's magnified in size. Okay. As I bring the object closer and closer, then what happens? Image distance increases. So just to summarize, if the object is beyond 2f, image is between f and 2f. If the object is exactly at 2f, image is also at 2f, such that size of the object is equal to size of the image. If the object is between f and 2f, image will be beyond 2f and it will be magnified in size. When the object is far away, you can see image is going to be point image, diminished in size. Image is going to be diminished in size, very small in size. When the object is closer by beyond f, the image is going to be enlarged in size and it is always inverted image. Such images are called as real images. So the images which can be obtained on the screen are called as real images. So by the knowledge of this object distance is the distance of the candle from the lens, and image distance is the distance of the image from the lens. We can measure using this u and v, we can measure the focal length of the given lens. That is what we call it as lens formula. 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. Now I will show you what happens if the object is kept close. If the object is kept close, you can see it's going to form enlarged image, erect and enlarged image. Erect and enlarged image. You can see the erect and enlarged image. Erect flame will be seen and it will be enlarged in size. This is what we make use of. This property we make use of this convex lens as a magnifying lens. And that's how we use this magnifying lens for map reading and seeing the tiny objects enlarged. So that is the position where it forms virtual image. Yes, you can see the flame. And larger flame can be seen. This is virtual image. Okay, I can show you how to get a spectrum, but the mobile camera cannot get the colors here. You can just see here, this is the source of light. I have taken source of light here, and this is a beam of light falling on the prism, and after refraction through the prism, it's going to form the spectrum on this screen. This is the screen where it's going to form the spectrum. If you try, I can switch off the lights. You can switch off the lights. You can try to visualize. But it's very difficult to identify the colors. Mobile camera cannot identify distinctly the colors. I have opted the spectrum here. Yes. You can see the different colors of the spectrum. 7 colors ranging from violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Okay. So before that, if you make it out, it's good. Otherwise, I can show only when you come to the school. Okay, fine. Now I will show what is prism. What is prism? It's a glass prism. It's a glass prism. You can see here. This is the prism, which is having two triangular faces. And these two triangular faces are equilateral triangular faces, and here it is having 3 rectangular, or it can have even the square sides. So totally it is bound by 5 sides. This is the prism, and this is a concave mirror. This is a concave mirror which is bulged inside. And the convex lens, just now I have shown you. This is a convex lens which is thick in the middle. It is thick in the middle, thin at the edges. So this is how we can identify the lenses. Okay. So in the next class we will discuss the atmospheric refraction and the natural phenomena due to refraction. So prepare well for the exam. So I have told you only the first topic, that is light and reflection up to refraction. Light, reflection and up to refraction through the lens. Only that much is the part for your examination. All the best. Good day. Bye.